Oh, crap. I didn't... son of a gun. Studio. Guys, if this is live, give me 1 second here. Not sure if it is or not. This is the first time I'm ever going live off the GoPro. So, yes, permanently delete. Is that rolling yet? No. All right, let's see. Shed stream. Is it live? Okay. Stupid thing. We're not sure. Okay, that's there. That's there. How is this? Is this working now? Okay, that's there. Oh, we have volume. Scores. All right. So this will take me a minute. Obviously the orientation's backwards here. I put you all up there. You got a good shot of my bench, but this is going to be handier. The quality looks phenomenal. The shed's an absolute wreck, which is kind of why I'm doing this. Hold my feet to the flame here. View in live control room. Ooh, what does that do? Hey, we got a chat. Stream's in excellent condition. We've got no sound on. That's working. All right, cool. The only thing that I wanted to try, and I don't know if it'll work yet or not, DJI, you're gonna have to get unplugged here. Boom. Just want to see, because it was sitting in my truck. Oh, I'm gonna wiggle you guys a minute here. All right, let me see if I can't connect you all to power, because I just want to see if this is gonna work for a live stream camera or not. Hello. Boom. Will it charge? I don't know. It didn't give me a little feng shui alert here. Current viewers 4. All right. Cool. We've got cords everywhere. We've got everything everywhere here, guys. So, like I said, just hope we're at 93%. All right, so we'll watch that battery. All right, guys, so we have got the mother of all storms going on right now. We didn't work today. We're not working today. So, I've got the wood stove going in here. We're doing a test. You guys can see I foam boarded off the Woodside chainsaw shop. Yeah. Preview. Oh. So we're learning. This is the screen that it's given me for that, which doesn't help anyone. So I'm doing some cleaning, which I know you guys want to, you know, witness some of that now. But nonetheless, because the Skidder live streams just aren't working with the service that we have. I want to have something that doesn't take my attention, like the Farming Sim. Basically, just a chat for the guys that haven't got much going on, or whatever is going on. One of these times I'll catch Ben in here. Not sure if Nightbot will be in here to moderate, but if not, we've got 6 things in here to help us with moderating. So, one thing that I wanted to show you guys is something handy that I learned off of Wrangler Star. You guys can get these kits. Velcro. We got volume now, buddy? Oh, I've got a mess. I've got a mess everywhere. So the other thing that we're going to just advise right now, I've been in here since, like I said, about 10 o'clock doing some organizing. 93% still. That's awesome. All right, does it sound all right? I can plug in. Like I said, I've spent more money in YouTube things, but like this is $100, $150, $180, whatever the heck you want to call it, gimbal, and I've used it on one stream with a $200 Rode mic, and I've used it on one stream. I've got the stuff. Well, I've got a lot of the stuff, but the preparing for what's going on here, like I wanted to do one on the iPhone, that way I could carry y'all with me, but I couldn't figure out where to put y'all, and then I said, well, we'll we'll do it off the Logitech webcam, and we forgot that going, and then we lost power. So either way, we're live, we're good, we're doing a stream, and yeah. So what I wanted to show you guys, anybody out there who is interested, I've got grommet kits. I've done this to my climbing gloves when I'm cutting trees, that type of thing, and you get yourself a carabiner and you can clip them right to your belt loop, whatever. But I wanted to show you guys, you can get these at any hardware store. They're for tarps, canvas, anything like that, but kind of like, I don't know, something to do besides everything else that I've got going on here. So, as you guys noticed, I'm kind of interested to see if this actually works, so just bear with me here. I'm going to be unplugging y'all and doing that type of thing. We got a new fireplace in here. You can actually see the fire. Nice. It's actually starting to produce heat, which I was kind of getting worried about. I ended up selling the 2 fireplaces that I had for in here last weekend. I never really wanted to sell them, but I'm trying to get rid of clutter, and having 2 of them old-timey stoves that are just not very efficient. They give off a lot of heat, which is kind of what I need in here. Like right now, this is we're at 70 degrees, but hopefully we can keep an eye on that in the background, see when she flares up here. So I sold them, got this guy going. This is actually my grandmother's stove. She passed away quite a few years ago. And it had been sitting, so I figured I'd try it out. That way we could have some nice background stuff going on. But either way, here I am, all tense. I don't need to be. But we got these grommets. So I've got gloves, like I said. With the other stove, I never had to worry about having gloves or anything like that. Because it was a front load, where this one you kind of load the wood in sideways. So I figured we would try out this grommet dealio, and I'd start trying to do not really product reviews or anything like that, but more just you guys interacting with me, us doing some things. Saskatchewan Grain Farms, what's up, man? How you doing? And Bolins. And Bolin and Cuddy, or cattle. My reading, definitely bear with me on the reading. The reading and spelling, the public school system helped me out. Helped me out with just letting me go by without being very proficient. So bear with me with that. So we're gonna try out this grommet deal. They give you a little chunk. I'm not really sure. We'll see if it's hard enough. Just put that guy in there. Figure out where you want the hole. Generally, and I'll actually fix this. So I don't know if it's going to go through a welding glove. We'll see. Generally, I don't like having anything on the inside, especially dealing with heat, because it is brass. It's going to gain, you know, it's going to heat up. So I'll put it on the top cuff. And like I said, I've done this to my climbing gloves, the gloves in my side-by-side, that type of thing. And it's just handy. So hopefully you guys don't fall here. Okay, so it's starting to cut. I might be able to get this to work without heat. Let me know if that's way too loud. Like I said, what is up, Anthony? How you doing, brother? Okay, so the other thing that I've kind of noticed with these, it's still sharp enough. Sometimes you have to add heat, but then you're taking away the temper. And we got the fire lining on the inside, and it is not wanting to cut through that at all. But I'm hard-headed. Nope, she won't cut. So what I'll try, I've got some razor blades here. I don't know if you guys can actually see all right, but like I said, we're gonna try to do some of these live streams. I'm not sure if they'll take off or whatever, but I lack on content. I lack on recording anything except for when I'm at work or when we're doing live streams. And I want to gain a good base of guys. And it seems like I've got some great followers, and maybe then the content will become something that people are interested in. Okay, so I'm getting through this liner. It cut through the leather, but this fire resistant fabric they've got on the inside is becoming a bear. So now what I might try, I'm not sure if it'll cook off or not, but I'll try to just melt some of them ends. That way it doesn't fray too bad. But like I said, we got a major snowstorm going on, so I wanted to show you guys what's going on. We're in the 18 to 24 inch category. Shut this guy down. And I've already plowed once today for the neighbor lady. Let me see if this brass will go through here. Oh yeah, we got plenty. Okay, so thing about these grommets, because you are going to be obviously on the skin, what you can do is leave the flare end inside, and it'll be kind of nice on the skin, you know, because us loggers, we want nice tender stuff on our skin. Or you can, it's basically going to be the appearance. If you want it looking nice, it'll look basically like that, or you're going to have the squashed end out. So, you know, we all care about the looks more than the comfort. So we're going to put the look end in here, like so. We've got a nice little squash plate. We'll put that on the inside. Maybe we don't, and I'm rushing. And of course, we don't read instructions. Okay, we know that. I don't remember if this is, I think this is the hit end. But if we mess it up, we can do it again. We've got plenty of gloves here. Ooh, we messed up. Was this end supposed to hit that? I don't know. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that was what was supposed to happen. Okay, so retry. So this guy's got a inside collar, and that's gonna basically keep the structure on the outside. That way it doesn't get deformed like the original one we made here. That's all right. We'll turn it on the inside here, and we'll put the flared end on the male end of the brass. And we'll hit it down firm. And that ought to be just as smooth on your skin. No, it's pretty sharp. That's okay. Like I said, we got a couple gloves we can try this out on. Not the most beautiful, but I might be able to actually do the inside now that it's flared. Try to get that better. Like I said, I don't know if it'll be loud. What in the world are you doing with them welding gloves? Well, you see, these are that's kind of putting a bold statement out there. These are now going to be welding / fire handling gloves. Okay, so now we got a nice little bezel, and you can hang it. And that's my problem with this place, is I've got no organization. Long story short, so now I can hang it up above my fire. I've always got it right there, and that's where I had my my little hook for the last stove. So like I said, I'm doing that to all my gloves. I've got two right-handed. Don't know how that happened. I don't remember buying two pair of these, and one's Gold Select and the other one's Condor, so they're not the same glove. But either way, this one's going to be for the fire, this one will be for the welder, and I think the left hand for both these gloves is actually at work because I brought my gloves in. So look at that, hangs up all nice. We just lost a razor blade after I cut my finger on it. Perfect. I don't know if you guys, you know, because we're doing professional video recording here, don't mind the cords. See, now I got my welding glove right there. So I don't really have much going on, as you guys can see. I've been organizing the shed a little bit, trying to get some decluttering going. I've been selling stuff on the marketplace. The 2 Ford trucks are too much for a full-time logger. Brap time, buddy. I sold my sled last year. After I quit the state, I don't have time. I would have had time today, but this will be good for a nice base. Got you, awesome idea. Now why? This whole idea is Wrangler Starred. It's not mine. I love that channel. He's getting into some spiritual stuff now, which is even better. I've been listening to him, his live streams every day in the skidder. So I don't know if these will do the same thing, and like I said, I don't know if it's going to be really loud, but I'm going to try doing this to the work gloves, my firewood gloves. Like I said, it's been awesome. You can take a I don't know if I have a beaner, or I know I've got my climbing stuff in the other room, but hang them right from your belt loop. There, that's the way it's supposed to cut. C&M, you still doing the Ski-Doo life there? I actually had an MXZ 800 all modded right out there. Last year I let it go. Cheap, but alright, so we learned after the first one, weirdly enough, this isn't gonna work. Oh, it is. It's flexible enough. Okay, so put that guy in there. Grab one of these guys. Now I got these at Runnings. I know they sell them at the hardware store, and I actually purchased some off of eBay. That didn't work at all. Why didn't that work? Ah, because I did it right the first time. It's a 2-step process. Probably lying. Am I missing something? No? Why didn't that do it? I had it right. Not sure why that didn't work. Yeah, you are? What are you running now? You still got the same sled, or? Nope, still isn't squashing. Yeah, we'll try it like this then. The instructions are failing me. Old Ford, no kidding. That's got some memories. Uh-oh. What did I do? Rev 800? Of course, you'll want to use your favorite little tuning screwdriver to get that back out of there. Alright, let's see if we can't get this squash better. Is your dad still riding, Bubba? So that's what the outside looks like, with the squash stand on the outside. Inside, obviously, a lot cleaner looking. Oh, I got the chat here. I got the chat there. We're doing good with the chat. What are we at? 76%. I think my camera's moving too, boys. All right, let's see if we can't leave it that way. I don't know if that's still gonna. Yeah, I didn't figure. Dad sold his Apex last year too. We've been doing the side-by-side thing, but after Justin sold his and I sold mine, I think Dad went out once or twice last year on his own, and it's not the safest thing to do. And of course, Mom got the cancer, so that kind of flipped our world upside down there for a while. What did I do? Okay, I think we're gonna put a bend in it here. Already forgetting the process. Not to mention the frickin' price of fuel, man. It was a awesome hobby. I hope to be able to get back to it, but just not right now. Just can't afford it. Well, that one didn't go so well. Let me see if we can't squash that one more time. I gave her too much beans. It's brass. At least it's the outside, right? So this side we got it cut a little bit. It's alright. It'll still take a... yeah, and you're going to have exposure. Probably a frostbite in that little circle patch, but that's okay. At least it's not your hand, eh? And then basically you take your beaner and there you go. More intelligent man probably would have done it on the insides, but like I said, I'd rather have the cold on the outside of my arm than the inside. Fires are ripping now. Yeah. So, don't really know what else to do. Didn't really want to power through that quickly, but like I said, it's not really rocket science. The 100 people this might reach. Kind of an idea. I enjoy it. I enjoy having my gloves on me because whenever I get out of the skidder, I seem to forget to keep them on me and do things. She's doing a lot better now, man. Thank you very much. Doing a lot better now. Hate to say cancer free, but it's looking good. We're just hoping she puts on some weight now. She's down to around 80 pounds. So yeah, that's been tough. What else can I do? But if you guys are men of the book or anything like that, any prayers you could send her way would be a blessing for sure. I was just getting ready to talk about the old Fords. I think the old Fords are going down the road too. Like I said, tractors, I think I'll maybe part with the 140 this year, that diesel that my dad and I made. I put that diesel engine on. Maybe I won't. I was going to save it for my son for tractor pulls, but it just sits. And it's a great little tractor. But after I got the 425, that's my mowing tractor. I want to find a snowblower for it. I've got two 318s. One needs an engine. The other one's, I think, fly ball spacer. Bring back mud truck. Yeah, no. After I got a side-by-side, I'm done with that stuff, man. I just put $3,200 into that side-by-side. I blew the transmission out of it backing up a hill back in April, and I finally got it back, I think August or September this year. That might be going down the road as well, the side-by-side. I might go and look at the Can-Ams. I don't know how they are. I need to look at reviews on the Can-Ams. But I don't know. I don't know if I should just go and get doors. I've got a heater. I've got an Inferno heater sitting above my head for the thing. But I mean, after everything that I've got into it, I've probably got $35,000 between buying it and all the accessories of it. And then with the 33-inch tires that are on it, the 6-inch lift kit, it's a bit too much for the Polaris 900. I wanted when I had the transmission rebuilt after the pinion shaft broke, went through the transmission, took out the reverse chain and all that stuff. I wanted them to do a gear reduction for me, and they didn't do it. They didn't do half the things that I wanted done to the machine. I did get the dual reverse chain, the deleted turf mode off of it. But now even when you go to leaving high, the machine really it works it a little bit harder than I want to. There's room for failure. So generally I'm driving it in low. I'm not really doing much trail riding anymore with it, which sucks. But it's an awful liability having something that costs that much money and then to be restricted. So we'll see. Right now it's gonna be my my firewood, getting to the tree stand, that type of thing. But I am looking at the Can-Am, not the Commander, the Ranger version with the all 4-door, the AC, the heat, that type of thing. If I'm to get rid of it, that'll probably be the route I go at this time. But I just haven't heard too many horror stories about them yet. So if anybody out there has any bad things, let me know. I mean, realistically, I probably at the area that I am, I probably could even go down and get a Kubota, because I do a lot more firewood and work with a machine than ride around. But that could most certainly be, you know, my concern about the transmission going out again, or me smoking a belt because of the size tires I have on it. So, you know, it's one of them things. Specstar, what's up, Bubba? How you doing? How's that Discord coming, buddy? You growing yet? I haven't been in a while. I haven't been in my own Discords in a while, so but definitely, if you guys looking for a Discord, hop in my Discord. No. Defender Limited, yeah. I'm not sure if it was the Limited. I don't know. It was the Big Kahuna. It's like it's stupid money. Stupid money. You know, especially for a guy that's got a 12-year-old truck now and a car that's 8 years old. But the wife, luckily, is working from home now. I'm working in the woods. We've been working 10 minutes away from home, but we got about a week left there. No, you deleted it. Why would you do that? They're all about the same. Any more sort of a custom build? What are you talking about? You talking about side-by-sides? Because I can I can relate with you there. When you get into modifying, you see, and that was my dad back when I had a work truck, my Chevy 1500, Mr. C&M remembers them days. I bought that truck, lifted that truck, put 33s on it. I think I got 9 months out of it, and that was right before I was engaged at that time. That was a stupid, like, midlife crisis type of deal, but I'm glad I got it out of me. And I didn't really get it out of me. We won't go that far with it, but I destroyed that truck in 8 months, and we used to go out bombing on the weekends. And I remember breaking so many U-joints and having to come home in 4-wheel drive. And then the night of my wedding rehearsal, like yeah. Did I hit your girl? No, it was Belinsky's. Man, oh man. There was where was that? That was off. Wasn't Cumberland Head. Man, I still feel like garbage. I still feel like garbage over that deal. Either way, there was a truck course that you'd take your truck around. They had the teeter-totter and different things, and I did it. And I don't remember what was going on. We were all getting ready to leave, and there was 3 trucks wide, and I pulled over into the, I thought it was the yard, but it was the side of the road, and apparently there were 8x8 railroad ties or something like that. And didn't I freaking hang an axle on that railroad tie? I put that truck in 4-low and I just gaffed it. And I think I blistered it. It might have been Belinsky's girlfriend with rocks, man. Stupid days. But we were 17, 18 years old, you know. we knew better. Or we didn't know no better. Whatever. Jersey Swamp, that was it. That was the one time. The one time I went there. And then, yeah, that was good times. Back when I used to work to play. Work all week to play. Buying 33 Super Swampers that were absolute garbage with bulges on the side for... Man, oh man. But long story short, that was back, my dad told me, instead of beating your truck, why don't you go and get a side-by-side and do all that stuff, that way you can get to work. So that kind of followed me. Ended up getting a side-by-side. Had to be around 16 or 17, 2000. And that was a 570 Polaris Ranger. That was awesome. That was awesome. That got me sparked into it. You know, that thing could keep up with most everybody. But it was governed. It was, what was it governed to? I don't remember, but I ended up getting the governor taken out of that. Had stock everything on it. And I don't remember how that, I think we went up to Bellies, or I don't know. Either way, it impressed me, and I ended up deciding to go out and get a 900 the year my daughter was born. That's right. My dad took the 570, took over payments off of that, and I went down and got this 900. And then the first week I got the 900. I got a plow for it because it was right around this time, I believe. And I drove over a snowbank. Of course, it's the crew. And the snowbank cracked the center plastic going up the uprights. So I went on, got on eBay, and I bought a 6-inch Super ATV lift. Put that on there, and I ran them stock tires. I've got videos of it with stock tires, but a Super ATV lift. Just because I couldn't afford the tires. I actually ended up putting 3/4 inch nuts behind the tires because the lift in the rear moved the shock placement in the rear. And if you mounted with the offset of the stock tires, if you mounted them tires and rims to it, the inside of the tire would actually rub the shock. So I put 3/4 inch nuts as spacers, and I ran that like that for a year. And then I finally got some tires for it. Them were 34 inch. Yeah, that was good times. Good times. And I think them mud tires were actually what killed that that transmission. And last summer or last spring, I think I got rid of them mud tires and I went to a more all-terrain, different set of rims, and I sold the tires and rims on Facebook. So yeah, that was good times, man. I'm still not over it. You know, logging. Now I get to play in and out of the woods with my truck. Sometimes that's it's kind of incredible that the 18-wheelers that come in can get in and out of the woods. Of course, you gotta push them and pull them out, but yeah, good times nonetheless. I wouldn't change them. There were a lot of learning. You guys still have that Jeep, or did that thing go sailing? Velcro was talking about, okay, you were talking about side-by-sides. Yeah, the thing is with the side-by-sides is I watch a lot of videos, and Polaris I knew, and like I said, I don't know about what is it? The Defender. I don't know about the downsides of the Defender yet, but I will look it up. The Rangers, and I think they're fixed now. My brother-in-law's was fixed, but it's got a single reverse chain, which is really narrow and junk with the Polaris Rangers. At least the versions that I have. So that was deemed a failure right off the bat, and I knew about it. The snorkel gear was what did I say earlier? Pinion? I don't know. The snorkel gear, I've heard of failures on, but you know, that's kind of a reverse change your main problem. Turf mode delete is necessary if you plan on going with bigger tires. So I kind of knew all these things before even getting into it. So I just was easy on reverse and that type of thing. But the snorkel gear, what failed, that was kind of a new thing. I used to ride with a bunch of rock bouncers. Yeah, that's a heck of a deal too, man. Still have it. Put a V8 in it. I bet you did. That old girl. Oh man, that thing probably looks killer by now. Son of a gun, dude. That was me and my wife. We've been married for 14 years. Don't let her hear me say that. It could be 16. It could be 12. I don't know. I got married at 18. She was 17. I'm 32 now. Do the math. Yeah. That's something that I could get into. Definitely could get into that. I have a new Jeep 4-door lifted. I almost thought I see you the other day at Rocks, but I wasn't sure, and it was with a Jeep. And I said, yeah, you know what? That's probably, but it might not have been. Might not have been. But yeah, like I was getting into. So I know the downsides of the Rangers, or at least what they were. Now I believe they're all geared, which they still have a belt, which is garbage in my eyes. I've burnt more belts on this Ranger than now I'm running the I think it's called a Badass Belt by I don't remember. I'd have to look at the eBay. I've got it saved there. But I'm running that. That's been good. A lot better than the other ones. I know that the Honda Pioneers have got some. They've got the standard transmission, but I have heard the cam lobes can be pretty pricey. And what else is there? Obviously there's Kubota, Deere, that type of thing, but I'm not dead. But for the price of these stupid things, I mean, you're looking at 35, 40,000 for either the North Star or the probably the Defender, and that's just ridiculous. So if I can find a secondhand one, or somebody that's looking for a swap or something like that, we can look into that. And the other thing, the tractor, I'd like to upgrade that sometime. Of course, I got too many pokers in the fire. I thought, yeah, still driving the red Tundra. Like I said, that might be something that changes here in the next year or so too. I don't know. It's been a great truck, been an absolutely great truck, but depending on what I'm doing this mud season, I might be attempting my own business, doing some tree work. So I love the logging, but we're gonna be logging quite a ways away, and you know, having to get up at 3 to get to the woods for 6, and then leaving the woods for 4, getting home at, you know, 7, 8 o'clock. That's where the issue lies. Unless I can find something a little bit more local. We've been working all summer locally, which is really nice. But this winter we're going to be working a ways away again. So we'll see what happens. I love logging, but I also like being my own man, you know. But we'll see. We'll see. I got quite a few jobs lined up for some tree work, and I think filming that would be kind of cool. I don't know. Well, it must have been you then. What was it? It would have been last Saturday, I think. Friday or Saturday, something like that. I was running to the bank. Let's see what this is. I got tired of sorry, Specstar. Got tired of messing. Well, you gotta leave it alone. That's one of them things, man. It's like you get a scratch, you know, you keep scratching it, then it starts bleeding. You get a little itchy spot. You just gotta leave it be. That's like my Discord, you know. I might not be in there every day, but there's guys in there. Velcro, old Velcro, he's been there for me. I appreciate that, brother. Well, I guess I could show you guys. Old Mr. C&M don't need to see it, but I'll show you guys what we got going on here for snow. Here are the neighbor's dogs going. This is all from today. Not sure what you want to call that, 8 inches or so, but might be getting some tractor snow plowing live streams going. Not sure yet. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm not the most secure about my home. We've got a fixer-upper we've been working on Saturday. Yeah, it would have been Saturday. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. What do you guys want to see? I want to do a lot more of this. Obviously, I'll probably do one tomorrow too. Not sure what we got in store. Look at that. I already broke it. Oh well. Gonna be doing some firewood. That's gonna be happening. I miss the snow, but I don't know that I'd live with a place without snow, man. It's nice to have the 4 seasons. It sucks, but the heat gets old, the cold gets old. You kind of get the best of both worlds. Not sure. Tell you what, I wasn't all that impressed with that stove there last weekend, but it was cold last weekend too. Now we got a little bit of snow insulation. I'll show you guys. We got 80 degrees. I don't know if that'll pick that up or not in here, and that's a cold little shop with no insulation. The little bit of insulation and foam that I put into it wasn't wasn't much, that's for sure. I'd like to redo it, but I've got to get busy on the house. We own it, but it's one of them things. I thought I could take an old fixer-upper and basically build it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We have them conditions here. You know, this is our first real snow since what? Beginning of November? We got a snowfall. And then it turned out, what is it, 50, 60s? And then we got cold again, which that's what kind of sucks when you don't have any snow on the ground, and then yeah, then it gets cold. I use the snow as insulation for my house. I mean, the place was built in 1876, and it is nothing but additions. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of them deals. But I don't know. We're working on trying to declutter, and the ladybugs have absolutely just about got this place off the foundation. I can't believe how many ladybugs are in here. I see YouTube's actually got joint streams now, which is kind of cool. I'd like to try to figure that out. Be pretty cool if I could link it with Discord, have people come in and chat. I'm trying to figure out how I want to stream is healthy. What does that do? Select. Okay, cool. All right. Stream settings. Yeah, that'd be real cool. That way I don't need to be talking to myself waiting for a comment to come in. I just need to figure out how to do it. I just figured out that you can do 360 video here though. That's pretty freaking cool. Enable auto start. Huh. But I just sold my 360 camera. I wasn't able to edit it. And that was actually where the channel got the channel got hacked last year. I was looking for an editing software that I could edit 360 video because I had planned on putting one up on top of the loader, putting one on the skidder, putting one on a pole type of deal. That way you could get view of the whole yard as things were moving. Uh-oh. We might lose the stream again. We've got no service on our phones. AT&T is in SOS mode only. So I woke up with that this morning. So I text Buck. Luckily he's got an iPhone. I was able to text through Wi-Fi. And I asked him what the plan was because John called me last night, let me know that Buck's trailer had broken half and that Mr. Ed wasn't going to be running a truck today. He had other things going on. So Henry, the fella in the cat loader, he was going to be staying home because we're just about ready to finish up this job. I've just got a little bit of wood behind Ray. And so yeah, like I said, Ray and Henry both retirement age. Henry's retired about 7 times now, but he just keeps going to work. Ray and Henry are driving about an hour to work to me every day. And with this 18 to 24 inch, we'll see what we get, snow. They decided to basically pee on the fire today. I got to remember to keep this stupid frickin' thing plugged in because the batteries are cold. Let me just pull this off. Yeah, that's better. Pull that off. And we'll just keep that on there. You guys are on a carpenter's pencil, by the way. Hey, from Florida. What's up, man? How you doing? And give you some snow. No, it's good. It's good. I think that might be why the shed's warming up nice today. Like I said, I don't have any insulation in the roof or anything like that, so the snow is doing that for me. But welcome. So we're just chilling out in the shed. I should be cleaning, but I decided to live stream to get me not cleaning. But summertime in this shed is horrible. It's about 100 degrees in here. Of course, it's got asphalt shingles on half of it, tin on the other. Well, I've got it just about all tin now. But it gets so ungodly hot in here, and no matter what I'm doing, it just becomes a mess. I've got more projects sitting here. I got moisture meters. It's just a mess. So I'm dealing with that now, trying to get it cleaned up a little bit, and I'm hoping having you guys on, and hopefully you guys can keep my feet to the fire. We can get this place cleaned up, and we can have some nice 2 1970 Ford trucks out there. I've got frickin' 6 John Deere tractors. One's been behind me for a year and a half or so. I've got a half-built addition over here. It's just I'm losing my mind. I don't have much time anymore. It will pass. I think us down. We'll freak the heck out here if we got snow. Yeah, I don't know. I love the snow, man. I love the snow. It's not bad. It's not bad here. Like we were going on, I like the idea of the 6 seasons. You see, I got wire nuts sitting on a tire. I mean, it's not good. I've got an RC excavator that I was in the process of building. That way me and the son could play Tonka trucks. I got a box of road flares, more frickin' handles to chainsaws. I've got 3 chainsaws in the other room that are down to case halves that I've been working on since July. No, probably, I don't know. Whenever I message you guys if you wanted to see a full rebuild of a 372. I think I've got 2 or 3 of them on the bench, and then I'm gonna call in parts. But them are actually, this is one too right here. This actually runs. This is a saw I paid way too much for on eBay, that the piston had melted to the jug on. But this guy will be going on eBay shortly. I've got to get it cleaned back up. I've got another gas tank, whole deal for it. It's just time, guys. Time to start settling down and and get some organization going in my life. I've got way too many projects. Where do you live? I live in upstate New York, about 30 minutes from Canada. A lot of people say upstate New York, but they're talking Albany area. That's not upstate. That is a cesspool, is what that is. Are you a logger in real life? Yes, I am. How much do these saws run? How much do them saw? Now, Husqvarna stopped production, from what my understanding is of the, I think the 395 even. But I've been out of touch with it for a little while now. But they go anywhere. I bought it for $400. I think it was $400 as is. You know how eBay and Marketplace go. Didn't realize that it was in that bad a shape. So I probably got $200 into it. So it'll probably go for somewhere around $600-800. And that's what they're going for. You can make a little bit of money off of eBay by buying old saws, if you know what you're doing, and by using quality parts. You know, you got to get a name established. I use generally I'll use Highway. Highway. I use Meteor pistons. We even got one here for $262. I've actually just sold that saw on eBay. I use Meteor pistons. I think they're all in the other. Usually use Meteor. I don't know. I haven't. I've been more focused on trying to get everything else done and ready for winter. My brain is just kind of a fog with it. But I've got my notebook and I've got all the saw builds in the other room. I just got the 395. I think I made a video. Maybe I didn't. I just got a 395 going. That was another saw. If there's any saws out there that I would not recommend buying to fix up and resell, it's a 395, because I've got more into it than a brand new one. More into it than the brand new one that I bought this year as my mill saw. I think I got the jug, no, not the jug, the base of the 395, and the crank was gone in it, which was an unexpected deal, because you don't usually have crank issues. But yeah, between the piston and ring wasn't bad. It's body panels. You know, it needed a recoil. The recoil was another $100. The top cover was $150. You know, unless you can find the stuff used. And if you want to go, there's curb appeal with chainsaws. And guys like me, know what to look for when you're buying one versus when you're selling one. You know, looks are a lot of things on eBay. I was just looking at a 371. For some reason, I want one so bad. I don't know why, but I love the 372 so much that I want to get a 371. Just because I haven't got one. I've got a lot of the other Husqvarnas. I've had a lot of them, but a pretty saw will sell for a lot of money even if it doesn't run. And the whole magic word that people put on there is as is, and there's no liability, no nothing, so you can get sucked into that trap. So I'm not gonna give away all my secrets because they're not really secrets. But don't be afraid to buy a uglier saw, because it doesn't take much to polish up a turd when it comes to chainsaws. But there is a big risk with them. That's for sure. That's for sure. Cube, nice shed. Thanks, Bubba. It's better than not having one. That's all I can really say about it. But it's been a blessing. I've got a lot of projects done in here. I feel that stove is lacking. No, it's not. It's doing what it needs to do. So yeah, I mean, I've got a couple 372s in there that I paid less than $200 for. I got a 365 that was given to me that I'll never sell. That's my my baby. That's the one that I started to do all my milling with. I've got the first 372. That was my first, well, my second chainsaw. My late grandfather had gave me my first chainsaw, which was a McCulloch. That's why I've got a little bit of a passion for the McCullochs, the old McCullochs. Besides bucking, bucking makes just about any chainsaw look pretty good, and he'll tell you if it's not. But no, if you're into small engines, even if you're not, chainsaws is hard to go wrong with. Unless you're Logger Wade. I talked to Wade on the phone there, I don't know, month, 2 months ago. It was a little while ago now. And he was having problems with, what's the name of his saw? Pudding. I think he was on his third or fourth rebuild of it. And he was doing the redneck pork job. You start doing that stuff, that's where you run into issues. If you're looking to rebuild a saw, try to keep things clean. Definitely make sure your bottom end seals, stuff like that, is good. But as far as plopping a piston jug, whatever it is, I don't have any in here right now. I put everything in the addition. But sometimes you can get away with just doing a piston. All depends on, you know, if the rings are stuck and they didn't hurt the actual cylinder. Sometimes I'll take I have had some rebuilds where I actually keep some of this on hand, and I'll take something like this guy and I'll cut this is actually a chainsaw tool that I whatever ground it down to fit for a certain application. But either way, you take it, you cut a groove right down through it. You can take a hunk of this stuff, and like I said, call it redneck, call it whatever you want, but it works. Some of the cylinders will get a deposit on them, aluminum, whatever, as long as it's not through the Nikasil. You take a patch of that and you do a light honing, and you can kind of drive on with that. I've had great luck with it. The first saw that I personally bought was a 372. I overpaid for it, and it had that problem, and I was not in any position to you know, buy a $100 highway kit for it. So I took it apart and honed it with the Scotch-Brite pads, and it's still working today. It's been that saw has been with me for 8 years now, and it is an absolute screaming saw. So I don't discourage anybody from trying that stuff. You know, personal injury, anything like that, obviously I take no no responsibility for it. But if you're in a tight spot, you know, yard sales is another thing, guys. That is where I will be every spring now, is at yard sales, looking for old stuff. This new generation of garbage we're buying is not worth it. So I'm constantly buying older stuff. You get a lot of nice old saws, stuff like that. There's when I was working at the state, I was the man that would take care of all the saws, generally sharpen them up, make sure they were ready to run type deal. And we had 8 Polands, and they were the good Polands, the ones that I think there were 650s. They were freaking heavy, 30 pounds probably. But they needed carb rebuilds, which was $14 a piece, something like that, for a carb rebuild, because the gaskets just dried up and they went away. It wouldn't pull a vacuum. They threw them all out, and I went on YouTube, Marketplace and eBay and whatever, and I was able to find like 1 or 2 on there, and they were going for over $1,000 a piece. I think they were 650s, if I'm not mistaken, and they were in not running condition. So the things that people throw away, yard sales, you know, I mean, I went to the dump, and I'm pretty sure that I came home with either chainsaws or push mowers that, you know, the carbs had been bad or whatever, and they were just sick of the clutter. Then I bring the clutter home to me. But either way, you know, I don't think we ever bought a push mower growing up. It was always a junkyard push mower. And I don't really know where that was going, but either way, I hope I answered it. But yeah, not sure what we've got. The thing doesn't really update very well. What does this say? It says there are 2 viewers, which I don't. No, it wouldn't be right, because I'm, yeah. Velcro's still here. I've got an old home light. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, and that's something that I'd love to do, Velcro, is be able to financially be able to take and have something like that sent to me, work on it, get it running, and send it back home. That would be something that I'd love to be able to do for people, but I can't swing it yet. But that'd be cool, you know. A lot of vintage or family heirloom type things, like the old stove I got in the back. You know, they just collect dust. Now, who's to say you get that home light running, that you'd ever run it enough to keep it going? You know, that's between you and whoever. But it'd be kind of cool, and I think it'd be cool for content. You know, it would be content. Where half the time I've got content, we're like plowing today. I probably could have put up cameras for that. I've actually got the drone here that's charging for once. So hopefully we can make an effort of that. I kind of like to see how the streaming goes. See if we can't get to maybe doing some plowing live streams. That'd be kind of fun. But I don't know. I like this this type of content versus sitting on my bum doing the farming sim. I like it on the Sundays, but I'd much rather be talking to y'all about other stuff. There's that old Homelite gear drive. I'm gonna look that up, see what the heck it. I don't know. I've got a gear drive McCulloch. Let me look it up and get an idea of what we're looking at. Images. Oh yeah. "24-inch bar on it." Friggin' right. I see quite a few of them on here. I've actually, the neighbor's got one. Got one in his garage. We just rebuilt a Homelite this year for a fella up the road. Let me see if we can. Oop. I don't know if it'll show up or not, but look like that. Or is it the rounder style? What was this? Boom. $721. Be something like that, maybe. Not sure. They're awesome little saws, though. I will tell you that. I can't wait to get a Homelite. I had an opportunity to get the absolute best condition little Homelite I've ever found. Really cheap this summer, but I couldn't swing it. And I do have a Homelite that I actually keep with my side-by-side that my great aunt and uncle gave me. I think it's an XLB. It's a little cheaper thing. It's not XL2. I think XL2. That looks like it. Homelite XL2 automatic. Yep. Perfect little saw. It's just a little bit heavy for the trees. I've got 2 of the fuel injected Husqvarnas. I think they're 597s or something of that nature. But can't get either one of them to actually continue running. They run on choke, but they won't run. This one's red and green. Oh, okay. Have to go up to Dad's, check numbers. No big deal, man. It'd be cool to know. I'm a chainsaw freak, so I love everything to do with the woods, man. I'm so glad that I found a job that I do it every day on. What's Stream Health doing? I am very, very excited for this. I just hope that I can get it to be somewhat reliable outside the shed. I don't know about boosters. I might look into a cell phone booster. It'd be cool to be able to go through like the house, go from the house internet out here, and then for some reason I was actually able to go live off my phone today. I can't get it to work in the woods for some reason. Of course, I can't even stream from the woods on my phone, so the thought of using the phone as a hotspot is not not a realistic thing from the woods. So I'm gonna throw some more sticks to fire here. See, my little glove deal worked good. Boy, I'm happy with that though. Freaking 83 degrees in here. It's not horribly cold out. The snow we've got is wicked heavy. I'm actually getting a little bit worried already about the weight of this addition. The addition will be all right, but that little spot that I've got for the air compressor, I want to put the steel dumpster and the air compressor right in that cubby, make a door for it. That way I'll have onboard air in here and not have to see it or take up any more room. That would be a blessing and a half. But we're definitely going to be getting into some axe builds now that I've got this cool. Now that I've got the Wi-Fi working in here, there's a lot more possibilities than being trapped in this one little spot. But now I'm interested to see how far the Wi-Fi goes. So after the stream, I'll take the GoPro out and we'll test, see how far I can go out there, see if I can't do some live streams from the tractor or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. But I'm hoping if I can get this to where I start doing it a little bit more routinely, we'll start to get some people in here. Like I said, during the early morning, what are we at now? Well, we're getting there. Around 3 o'clock, people will start getting home and coming in. But maybe I'll shut her down and do a little bit more organizing, and then we'll go live again in a little bit. Maybe I can figure out a little project. I want to build a little door for the chainsaw room. I wasn't going to. I was going to leave it open, but we were struggling last weekend to get it 50 degrees in here with this new wood stove. Yeah, because the other stoves, when I had wet wood or something like that, I would just pour the oil to it and it'd get warm in here. But now I'm kind of limited. I can't pour the oil to this one, which is good. I've had a lot of close calls with fires. But yeah, maybe we'll work on something a little bit later when we can get some more people in here, and we'll see if we can't make a go at doing some of these shed streams again. Just have to figure out the best time for everybody. Of course, weekend streams would be good too. But definitely thank you guys for coming in. Specstar, CM, Velcro, of course you, Bubba, Riley, Cube. Here's my old buddy Anthony. Thank you guys for stopping in, checking out what's going on. Not too much today, but we will see. I'm gonna go do a little bit of a test and see how far I can go on the Wi-Fi, and then we'll go from there. So thank you guys for stopping in. Hopefully you remember to hit that like button, and we'll see you again in a little bit. God bless y'all.